You're tired, bloated, and wide awake at 3 a.m., and no one told you it could all be connected. Today, you're going to uncover the hidden signals your body is sending and what you can finally do about them. Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, mind racing for no clear reason? Or maybe you've been dealing with stubborn bloating after meals, a foggy mind, or low energy that doesn't seem to improve no matter how much you sleep. These seemingly unrelated symptoms could actually be signs of one overlooked but crucial organ silently asking for help: your liver. Many people associate liver issues only with alcohol abuse or serious medical conditions. But what most don't realize is that the liver is constantly working behind the scenes, 24 hours a day, to filter toxins, process nutrients, regulate hormones, and support digestion. When it gets overwhelmed or stressed, it doesn't always scream for attention. Instead, it whispers through small, progressive signs that are easy to miss. And that's exactly where the danger lies. Because ignoring these early signs can lead to a slow but steady decline in your overall well-being. The truth is, our modern lifestyles are making it harder than ever for the liver to do its job. Processed foods, late-night meals, sedentary habits, and even popular over-the-counter medications can all pile stress onto this vital organ. But before we go further, let me share something important with you. If you stay with me until the end of this video, I'm going to reveal a powerful, natural ingredient that can help support your liver's detox process if it's used correctly. Misused, it can backfire. But when prepared and consumed the right way, it can become one of the simplest tools to help restore your energy, improve digestion, and even support deeper sleep. So yes, there's a bonus tip waiting for you, but only if you understand the full context first. Because when it comes to natural health, using the right ingredient in the wrong way can be more harmful than helpful. Now, let's come back to what really matters. If your liver is under stress, it doesn't just impact one system in your body. It creates a ripple effect. For example, when the liver is sluggish, it struggles to metabolize hormones properly. That could mean more mood swings, poor stress response, or even sleep disturbances. And when it's not producing enough bile, your digestion suffers. Fats aren't broken down efficiently, nutrients are poorly absorbed, and waste gets stuck in your system longer than it should. You might find yourself feeling bloated after eating even healthy meals, or dealing with chronic constipation or unpredictable bowel movements. Maybe your skin has started to show unusual signs, itchiness, dullness, or breakouts that weren't there before. These symptoms don't appear overnight. They build gradually, and they're often written off as stress, aging, or just life. But let me ask you this. What if your body has been sending you signals this whole time, and you just didn't know how to interpret them? Understanding the signs of liver stress isn't just about avoiding future problems. It's about reclaiming your quality of life now. It's about waking up with energy, going through your day with mental clarity, and ending it with restful, uninterrupted sleep. It's about digestion that works with you, not against you. It's about feeling at home in your body again. And perhaps one of the most surprising signs that your liver needs help isn't even in your gut, your skin, or your mood. It could be in your sleep patterns, because between 1 and 3 a.m., your liver enters a crucial phase of detoxification and repair. If you find yourself tossing and turning, or wide awake during those hours, it may be more than just stress. It may be your liver struggling to do its nightly job. In fact, this is one of the earliest and most overlooked signs of liver stress, and it's one that deserves our full attention, because it can quietly disrupt every other function in your body if left unchecked. Which brings us to something that almost no one talks about: the real reason so many people wake up at the same time every night. It's not random. It's not always emotional. It's deeply physical, and it has everything to do with what your liver is trying to tell you. That's where we're heading next. And trust me, the next insight is one of the most important of all. Ignoring it won't just limit your progress. It could cause setbacks that take weeks or even months to reverse. So, don't miss what comes next. It's 2:37 a.m. Your eyes snap open. There's no noise, no nightmare, just you, wide awake. And the worst part? It keeps happening. Night after night, around the same time. While most people chalk this up to stress or anxiety, there's a lesser-known, yet powerful explanation rooted in how your body naturally functions. That mysterious early morning wake-up call could be your liver trying to get your attention. In traditional Chinese medicine, the concept of the organ clock is a fascinating way to understand how our bodies work in harmony with nature. According to this philosophy, each organ has a time of peak activity within a 24-hour cycle. Between 1 and 3 a.m., it's the liver's time to shine, or more accurately, to detox. But here's where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Today, we know that the liver indeed follows circadian rhythms. Studies show that it performs crucial detoxification tasks during the night, breaking down toxins, balancing blood sugar, and regulating hormones. If your liver is burdened by processed foods, environmental toxins, alcohol, or even emotional stress, it may not be able to complete its nightly duties efficiently, and that could be why you're waking up. But it goes deeper. The liver also plays a key role in storing and releasing glycogen, which helps regulate blood sugar. If your liver is underfunctioning or stressed, blood sugar may drop too low during the night, prompting your body to release adrenaline and cortisol. That sudden jolt of hormones? It's your body's way of waking you up to stabilize itself. The result? You feel restless, alert, or even anxious in the middle of the night, and have no idea why. This pattern is far more common than most people realize. And yet, many turn to sleep aids or medications without ever addressing the root cause. But here's the truth. If your liver isn't getting the support it needs, no sleep supplement in the world will give you truly restful nights. So, what can you do to help? First, look at your dinner. Heavy, greasy meals late at night force your liver to work overtime. Especially common foods in North American diets like fried chicken, burgers, cheese-laden dishes, and creamy sauces, while delicious, are also difficult for the liver to process before bed. Choosing lighter meals in the evening, with steamed vegetables, lean proteins, or bitter greens like arugula and dandelion, can reduce the workload on your liver and support its natural cycle. Second, consider when you eat. Eating too close to bedtime compresses your digestion window and crowds the liver's detox window. Aim to finish your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before going to sleep. This simple adjustment gives your liver space to do what it's designed to do: repair, filter, and restore. Third, hydration is key. Dehydration thickens the blood and reduces the liver's efficiency. A glass of warm water with a slice of lemon in the morning can help stimulate bile production and set your liver up for a better night. But avoid overloading on water right before bed, which can disrupt your sleep for another reason altogether. There's also a deep emotional connection here. In Eastern philosophies, the liver is associated with anger, frustration, and repressed emotions. If you're carrying unresolved tension throughout the day, your liver may be processing more than just physical toxins. Taking time to decompress, whether through journaling, a short evening walk, or simply breathing deeply, can ease both your mind and your liver. All of this may seem small, but they add up to something powerful. A quiet night, a body that heals as you sleep, a mind that wakes up refreshed. The next time you wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., pause. Instead of blaming stress, ask what your liver might be trying to tell you. Because when you listen closely, your body always speaks with purpose. And the next insight you're about to learn? It's one of the most overlooked keys to restoring your digestion. If you skip it, not only will your progress be limited, but you might unknowingly worsen the very symptoms you're trying to heal. And no one wants that. So stay with me. For most people, digestive discomfort is simply an everyday inconvenience. A little bloating after meals, occasional gas, maybe some acid reflux here and there. It's easy to blame it on what you ate or how fast you ate it. But what if I told you these signs might actually be pointing to something deeper, something happening quietly in your liver? Your liver isn't just responsible for detoxifying what you eat or drink. It plays a central role in digestion. One of its most important jobs is to produce bile, a fluid that helps break down fats in the small intestine. Bile is stored in the gallbladder and released when you eat. It's like the unsung hero of digestion, until it stops working the way it should. When your liver is under stress, bile production can become sluggish or imbalanced. And when bile isn't flowing properly, your body has a hard time breaking down fats. This leads to symptoms many people never associate with the liver: chronic bloating, slow digestion, constipation, gas, or even floating stools that are pale in color. These aren't just random digestive complaints, they're signals, and they're becoming more common than ever. Modern diets, especially those in North America, are often loaded with fried foods, processed oils, and sugar-laden meals that tax the liver daily. Add to that the habit of eating on the go, late-night snacking, and large portion sizes, and your liver barely gets a break. When the liver struggles to keep up, bile stagnates, fats go undigested, and toxins linger in your system longer than they should. This isn't just about feeling bloated after a heavy dinner. It's about the overall efficiency of your entire digestive system. Without healthy bile flow, your gut bacteria can become imbalanced, leading to more fermentation, more gas, and more discomfort. Nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are fat-soluble, may not be absorbed properly, robbing your body of essential support for immunity, skin, vision, and even hormonal balance. There's also an emotional layer to this. Think about how frustrating it is to eat healthy and still feel uncomfortable afterward. You prepare a nice salad, maybe grilled fish, maybe avocado, and yet you're still left with that bloated, heavy feeling. That emotional disconnect between intention and result often leaves people feeling discouraged and confused. So how do you support your liver's digestive function in a natural and effective way? Start by focusing on foods that naturally stimulate bile flow. Bitter greens like arugula, dandelion, and mustard greens are wonderful allies. So is a small amount of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar in water before meals. These simple additions wake up your digestive system and gently encourage your liver to release bile at the right time. Also, take time to chew your food thoroughly. Chewing doesn't just break down food mechanically. It activates enzymes in saliva and signals to your stomach and liver that digestion is about to begin. When you eat in a rush or while distracted, your body isn't fully engaged in the digestive process, and that creates more strain downstream. You can also try incorporating warm herbal teas like ginger, fennel, or peppermint after meals. These not only soothe the digestive tract, but may also support bile flow and reduce that uncomfortable bloated feeling. One powerful yet simple change: avoid drinking ice-cold beverages with meals. Cold liquids can slow digestion and constrict bile ducts, making it harder for your body to do what it's trying to do. Supporting your liver isn't about overhauling your entire life. It's about small, intentional shifts that create space for your body to work better, smarter, not harder. Because when your liver is producing and moving bile the way it should, digestion becomes more effortless. Meals leave you feeling nourished instead of drained. You experience fewer food cravings, clearer skin, and more steady energy throughout the day. So if you've been living with bloating, gas, and sluggish digestion, and if nothing seems to help, it might be time to stop looking only at your stomach and start giving your liver the attention it deserves. The next insight we're about to explore is one that reveals itself through your skin, often in ways you never imagined could be connected to liver health. Overlooking this can lead to frustrating symptoms that don't respond to surface-level treatments and even worsen with time. Don't miss it. It often starts subtly. A small patch of dry skin on your elbow. A strange itch that comes and goes. Maybe your complexion isn't as vibrant as it used to be, or you notice dark spots appearing in new places. Most of us rush to treat these things with creams or lotions. But the real cause might be deeper than your skin. Much deeper. What many people don't know is that your skin is one of your body's largest detoxification organs. And when your liver is overwhelmed or sluggish, the skin often picks up the slack. When the liver can't eliminate waste efficiently, toxins may try to escape through your pores, causing irritation, inflammation, and changes in skin tone and texture. Think of your liver as the primary filter for everything you eat, breathe, and absorb. When it's functioning well, it neutralizes harmful substances and removes them safely. But when it's burdened by too many processed foods, medications, alcohol, or even stress, it can get backed up. That's when your skin starts to reflect what's happening on the inside. Conditions like unexplained rashes, acne in adulthood, eczema flare-ups, and even pigmentation changes can sometimes be traced back to poor liver function. And perhaps one of the clearest signals is persistent itchiness, especially if it has no obvious cause. That's because when bile isn't flowing properly, it can build up in the bloodstream, leading to skin irritation that doesn't go away with typical skin treatments. Another clue is the appearance of spider veins or tiny red spots called cherry angiomas on the torso. While harmless on their own, these can be signs of estrogen imbalance, a function heavily tied to how efficiently your liver processes hormones. Even puffiness around the eyes or a yellowish tint to the skin or whites of the eyes, however subtle, can point to a liver that's struggling. These signs are often brushed aside as fatigue or normal aging, but your body is always communicating with you. The question is, are you listening? Supporting your liver for healthier skin doesn't mean buying more products. It means creating an internal environment where your liver can catch up and clear out. That starts with hydration. Your liver depends on water to flush out toxins. Starting your day with a glass of warm water and a squeeze of lemon can gently stimulate liver activity and support bile production. Add to that fiber-rich foods like flax seeds, chia seeds, oats, and leafy greens, which help bind to waste and carry it out of the body. If you're not having regular bowel movements, toxins can re-enter the bloodstream and make their way to the skin. So, healthy digestion and healthy skin are more connected than most people think. Another key is reducing the liver's workload. That means limiting alcohol, processed sugars, artificial additives, and inflammatory oils commonly found in fast food and packaged snacks. Even common skincare products with synthetic chemicals can add to the body's detox burden. Opting for natural, gentle alternatives can reduce what your liver has to process. For some, incorporating herbs like milk thistle, burdock root, or dandelion may offer support. These have been used traditionally to enhance liver function and skin clarity. But as always, it's important to understand your body's needs and consult a healthcare professional when introducing new supplements. Ultimately, your skin is not the problem, it's the messenger. When you begin to care for your liver, your skin often improves as a beautiful side effect. It becomes more resilient, radiant, and balanced. That dullness lifts, that irritation fades, and you start to recognize that healing truly begins from within. The next insight we're about to uncover may surprise you. It's not about what you see, but how you feel. And if you've been battling fatigue, irritability, or emotional ups and downs, you might be missing a crucial piece of the liver health puzzle. Don't overlook it, because ignoring this next step could set your progress back in ways that aren't always easy to detect at first. You've probably heard the phrase, "I'm just not myself lately." It's something we say when we're feeling off, more irritable than usual, more tired, less patient, easily overwhelmed. We often blame it on stress, on hormones, or simply having too much on our plate. But what if your emotional roller coaster and low energy weren't just mental or circumstantial? What if your liver was playing a much bigger role than you ever imagined? While the liver is best known for processing toxins and aiding digestion, it's also deeply involved in hormonal regulation and energy balance. When the liver is overloaded, it can disrupt your body's ability to maintain emotional stability and mental clarity. That's because the liver helps regulate the breakdown of hormones like estrogen, cortisol, and even neurotransmitters related to mood, such as dopamine and serotonin. When it's not functioning optimally, these compounds can build up or become imbalanced in your system. The result? Emotional fluctuations, heightened irritability, anxious thoughts, and mood dips that seem to appear out of nowhere. You may feel like you're snapping at people you care about, or withdrawing when you'd usually be social. These aren't just personality shifts. They can be biochemical responses to a body under pressure. And then there's the fatigue, not the kind that comes from a single night of poor sleep, but the kind that feels like a permanent weight. You wake up tired. You move slowly through the day. Even small tasks feel disproportionately draining. This can happen when the liver's ability to store and release glycogen, your backup energy source, is compromised. It's also connected to how well your body is converting food into usable energy. When the liver is sluggish, it can't efficiently process nutrients. Your cells receive less fuel, your muscles feel weaker, and your motivation slips, even if mentally you want to stay productive. It's not uncommon for people to feel ashamed or confused by these changes. You might start to question your mental resilience or think you're being lazy. But this isn't about character. It's about chemistry. And the good news is, once you understand this connection, you can begin to take steps that empower both your body and your mind. Start by creating more space in your daily routine for your liver to recover. This could mean reducing sugar and alcohol, two major stressors on liver function. Both can spike cortisol, destabilize blood sugar, and overload detox pathways, creating an emotional and energetic storm inside your body. Supporting your liver also means supporting your nervous system. Incorporating calming rituals like stretching, slow walks in nature, or deep breathing can help reduce the overall toxic load, not just from substances, but from chronic emotional tension. Stress creates metabolic byproducts, and yes, your liver has to clean those up too. Adaptogenic herbs such as ashwagandha or holy basil have been traditionally used to support both stress response and liver health. While not a cure-all, they can be allies in helping your body restore equilibrium. Again, these should be used mindfully and ideally under the guidance of a healthcare professional. Sleep hygiene also matters. Your liver does its best cleanup work at night, especially in the early hours of the morning. Prioritize a regular sleep schedule, dim lights in the evening, and avoid stimulants late in the day. You're not just improving your rest, you're giving your liver the environment it needs to function properly. And finally, give yourself compassion. Mood and energy are not isolated experiences. They are reflections of your internal environment. When your liver thrives, you'll often notice that your emotions become steadier and your energy more sustainable. The quiet irritability fades. The fog lifts. You begin to feel like yourself again, not because something outside of you changed, but because something inside of you healed. The next step we're about to take is the most transformative. It reveals not only the root of many of these symptoms, but also how to safely and effectively support your liver with the right method and preparation. Skipping it could mean doing everything right, but still missing the results you deserve. Worse, you might unknowingly trigger side effects if you attempt to detox the wrong way. So stay tuned for what may be the most critical piece of all. After all the signs, all the clues your body has been giving you, poor sleep, bloating, changes in your skin, emotional swings, and fatigue, it's time to talk about the turning point. Because awareness is powerful, but transformation only happens when we take action. And when it comes to liver health, how you support this organ can make the difference between healing and harm. That's why we're going to talk not just about what helps the liver, but exactly how to use it in a way that's safe, effective, and truly supportive. The truth is, many people turn to quick detoxes or harsh cleanses the moment they realize their liver might be under stress. But extreme detoxes can actually overwhelm the body even more. If the liver is already sluggish, pushing it to release toxins rapidly, without ensuring they're properly eliminated, can lead to those toxins recirculating through the bloodstream. That's why some people feel worse after a detox. Headaches, breakouts, fatigue, irritability. It's not because your body is failing. It's because the process wasn't done right. The key is to support, not shock, to nourish, not punish. Let's start with a natural tonic that many underestimate: warm water with lemon and a touch of turmeric. This combination has been used traditionally to stimulate bile flow, support enzyme production, and provide gentle anti-inflammatory support to the liver. Here's how to prepare it the right way. Use 1 cup of warm, not hot, filtered water. Add the juice of half a fresh lemon. Then, add 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. For better absorption, include a pinch of black pepper, which enhances curcumin uptake, the active compound in turmeric. Stir well and sip slowly on an empty stomach, ideally first thing in the morning. Do not exceed 1 serving per day, and do not add sweeteners, even natural ones. The goal here is to create a pure, clean start for your liver, not another substance it has to filter. This gentle tonic supports your liver's natural detox process without overwhelming your system. Over time, many people notice better digestion, more stable energy, and clearer skin. But the key is consistency, not intensity. Think of it like watering a plant every day rather than flooding it once a week. Now remember the bonus tip I promised at the very beginning? Here it is. To amplify the benefits of this tonic, you can add 1 teaspoon of organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar to the mix, but only if your stomach tolerates it. Apple cider vinegar can help improve stomach acid production, which is essential for breaking down food and signaling the liver to release bile. However, this is not recommended for those with acid reflux or ulcers. If that's your case, stick with lemon and turmeric only. Even though this seems like a simple practice, it's rooted in science and tradition. It's safe, accessible, and can create a foundation for deeper healing when paired with the lifestyle shifts we've discussed. More whole foods, better sleep, stress reduction, hydration, and mindful eating. As your liver begins to function more efficiently, the ripple effects are remarkable. You may sleep more soundly. You may digest food with ease. Your mind may feel clearer, and your mood more stable. That's not magic. That's biology working the way it was designed to. And when you support your body with care and respect, it responds. So don't be discouraged by how long you've felt unwell. Your body is not broken. It's wise. It's been adapting, compensating, and signaling for your attention. And now that you're listening, now that you understand how to respond, change is not only possible, it's already beginning. You have the power to rewrite your health story. And that starts with one simple choice, one small act of care, repeated consistently. If this message inspired you, if you learned something valuable, share it. Someone you care about might be silently struggling with the same signs. Like, comment, or subscribe to help this knowledge reach more people. Because when we take care of ourselves, we create space to take care of each other.